Welcome. This lesson is going to be on plant biology terms. These terms may be a review for many of you guys that have had biology, but it's important that you know many of the things that we discuss in this lesson so that you'll be better successful later in this class. So let's start by talking about the life cycle of plants. There's a couple different terms associated with life cycle of plants that you must know. These are annual, biennial, and perennial. An annual is a plant that completes its life cycle in 1 year. For example, many of the bedding plant flowers that you see, begonias and even petunias, are annuals. They're going to live, plant in the spring, live through the summer, produce a seed, and then reproduce before the winter hits in November, December. And biennial is a plant that completes its life cycle in 2 years. This plant grows in the first year, and it will usually flower in the second year. An example of this plant is a carrot. It'll produce a vegetative growth in the first year, and in the second season of growth, it produces a flower, how it reproduces. And then lastly, there's a perennial. A perennial is a plant that lives for more than 2 years. Some will grow and bloom in the first year, but many of them won't. This plant will continue to die back or even stay alive for more than 2 years. The leaf retention of a plant. There's two different types of leaf retentions that you must know. One in which the leaves stay on all year, and the other in which the leaves will fall off in the dormant season. The first one is deciduous. Deciduous, they're going to lose their leaves in the fall or in their dormant season. You're going to see this in North Carolina when leaves start to turn colors, and then they're going to fall off in the winter season. Those are deciduous trees, shrubs. Evergreens, like you see in the bottom left image, you're going to see a plant that is green all year round, hence the name evergreen. It keeps its leaves year round. Moisture in plants. There's two words that you need to know. Turgid, which means it's swollen with moisture or it's full of water, and wilted, a plant that is limp because it doesn't have enough moisture. You can see the left image is turgid and the right image is leaves that are wilted. Plant growth. The dormant is, we'll discover many of the stages of growth later in the class, but the dormant stage is what you need to know now. When those plants go dormant, or in many cases the leaves will fall off in the dormant season, that's when they rest or grow very little. This is usually a response to adverse weather conditions such as heat or even extreme cold. Botany is just a division of horticulture, or it's a division of biology that deals with plants. So the science of plants is botany. Season crops. There's two different seasons, especially in North Carolina, that we like to talk about. There's the cool season plants. They like cold temperatures, hence the name cool season. They grow best in the early spring or fall, and examples would be a pansy, which is an annual flower, lettuce, and broccoli. Warm season plants, they like warm temperatures. They grow best in the summer and early fall. An example would be a zinnia, an annual flower, marigold, being an annual flower, vinca, another annual flower, and tomatoes and many of your vegetable plants like squash and watermelons, things like that, are warm season plants. So that's all I got for you guys today. Stay tuned.